straight into what, what Katie's saying there. I mean, Valerie Young is one of the pioneers of imposter syndrome. Says that she identified 5 archetypes. She says that there's the perfectionist, the person who is mainly concerned with anxiety about how things are done. I have to get this right. I have to be absolutely perfect. And I listened to a webinar a couple of years ago where one of the panelists was about to address Parliament. Now, if that's not a sign of success, you're being asked to address Parliament. And she was walking the streets of London at 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to find a printing shop that would be open so she could print her paper, her speech again for about the 17th time because it wasn't perfect. So that's the one type. The next one is the expert who fears lacking knowledge and being exposed as a fool. So that's that sort of second thing. I don't know this well enough. And that might tie in with that whole university piece, because the only time I've ever felt anything close to being an imposter, and I do feel a bit of an imposter on the imposter syndrome panel because I've never been much of an imposter. I'm far too bumptious. But, that the only time I ever did feel a bit of it was when I felt my knowledge was being threatened, that I wasn't as knowledgeable as everyone else. The other one is the soloist. The person who feels they have to do things alone, who won't ask for help, who won't, receiving help or asking anybody else is a failure. Then you get what Young calls the natural genius, the person who stresses over not being successful the first time they do anything. So they have to get it right the first time, or they have failed, they're not good enough. And then finally, the superhuman, the person who has to please everyone.